Alrighty, howdy y'all. It's Maintenance Monday. Today I'm going to be doing some work on the Yamaha RGX 821D. This guitar came to me through a trade. I traded, 20 years ago about. I traded my Kramer Vanguard Flying V for this. I traded the Vanguard Flying V straight up on a trade for this, and I believe I purchased the Vanguard from a website called musicyo.com for about 130 bucks, so super good deal. These guitars were built and sold around 1993 to 1995, and they sold, I believe, for about $1,000. This particular guitar, when I purchased it, it came with Tom Anderson humbuckers in the neck and the bridge position, and I believe it has the original DiMarzio single coil in the center position. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take this guitar, we're going to restring it. I'm going to do a drop tuning on it. I've got some old strings that I've had forever. These strings are probably 12 years old. I'm going to put these on there because I'm going to do some drop tuning on this guitar for just experimentation purposes to see what I can do with it. Probably going to do either a C or a B tuning on it. B tuning like a 7 string would have, but probably just dropped from a standard E tuning to B. I want to see what the tension of these not even slinky strings feel like. They are a 12 to 56 gauge, so we'll see what happens. So I'm going to take this guitar, take the back plate off of it, get ready to reset the trem on it, because if you've ever monkeyed with a Floyd Rose, when you do tuning and string gauge changes, you know they get a little wonky, you got to readjust them. So I'll take the back plate off, take the strings off, and I'll come back and we'll kind of clean this up together and kind of talk about what's going on this Monday. Alright, peace, man. I'll be back. I got the back plate off of the guitar, took the strings off. We're just going to I'm going to take a toothbrush, just kind of scrub at some of this crap. It sucks that these Tom Anderson humbuckers, one of them's getting rusty, the pole pieces, but I'm not too terribly concerned about it. I mean, there's enough metal there that could rust for the rest of my lifetime and probably never go anywhere. But I do like to get the mung and the chunks of flesh out of the trem if at all possible. I probably will take this outside after it's back together and blow it out with the air compressor as well. But for now, a little quick scrubbing with the toothbrush will do. And then I'm not that particular about what cleaners I use these guitars. All of my guitars are used, old, not very expensive. So I will just use this toothbrush and scrub on them to loosen up the crap. What am I using here right now? I'm not that picky. I'm using wheel and tire cleaner. Like I said, this guitar was built in the 90s by Yamaha Corporation. It is more likely than not a polyester or polyurethane finish, so it's pretty impervious. The neck woods are pretty impervious to chemicals. If it were a maple neck, I might think differently about it, but I'm not too concerned about this dark rosewood being stained. I don't do this thorough of a cleaning on my guitars very often, but I don't know if you guys can see the foam on here, maybe through this top camera. This foam is actually turning brown from all of the finger fudge in there, so just loosen that right up. Now hopefully that got all of the surface grime off of the fingerboard. Now I'm going to try and do some polishing on the frets, just using regular, I'll probably use the same stuff that I have handy here, the automotive stuff. I'm just going to put a little on this, I'll grab a different rag maybe. I'll put a little on a rag of this, this is Master Shine Polish and Sealant. It's got a micro abrasive on it, so it will do some polishing. See how that works. If this works, great. If not, I will go and find something else to rub on the frets with. Then after this, I'll probably wash them again to get whatever extra residue off. These guitars are not built to be handled gingerly. They are built to be used and to be abused, and the chemicals that come out of your skin, in comparison to what I'm doing it with these automotive cleaners, are probably just as harsh on, you know, repeated exposure as what I'm doing to it just washing these up with these cleaners. And this definitely does not look like I'm getting a great polish. Oh, it's coming around. A little bit at a time. I have used metal polish on frets before, but I think that metal polish does have some harsher solvents in it for removing oxidization. And I think that could be kind of harsh on your fretboard. But this stuff is pretty mild, mildly abrasive. So I'm going to continue doing this part of the cleanup, and then I will come back and we'll talk about what I'll do to make the body nice and bright and shiny again. Be back in a minute. Back, we got the frets cleaned up. That did work quite well. The all-wheel and tire cleaner and the Shine Master micro abrasion and polish worked quite well. So now I'm just going to grab this rag again. We're going to clean off the guitar body. Just a little bit of this all-wheel and tire cleaner, just to lift the grime up, get the crap off it that was deposited from my flesh to the guitar. A lot of body oils and stuff on this. This guitar, for its age, the body's not in too bad a condition. A couple of scratches, some dings here and there. I did rewire the entire guitar twice, actually. It's the first time I did it. I did a horrible job. Just wipe off the back. One other thing that I did do, I did add an additional trem spring on there. It came with 3. I put 4 on there to give it a little more tension. I like to think, I can't scientifically prove it, but I like to think that having the additional tension on the back springs of the Floyd help it stay in tune. That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. So now, just to get a little bit more of a shine on here and get rid of those micro scratches, I'm going to use this same buffing stuff. A lot of people manufacture this stuff, and a lot of it's just the same stuff, but kind of rub that in, let it sit, gloss over, and this will essentially be waxing the finish for me. Wax my knobs. Get this stuff straight without losing my screws here. There. After that, we'll just let that haze over, and we'll take a clean, dry cloth and just buff it off. You might have to grab a different type of cloth. That microfiber's not grabbing it. Hang on. Yeah, this is more of a terry cloth. This will take that residue off from the wax a little bit better. Hey, I'm shooting a video.
Oh.
Come on in and say hi.
Hi.
It's my wife. She came downstairs to get potatoes for dinner. Just come over here and say hi. Come on. Don't be shy. Most important piece of gear in a musician's handbag is a happy wife. Remember that. Thanks. Alright, before I lose all of my parts, we should probably think about getting some strings back on here. So, I should clean off the headstock. That's a little dirty. That'll just get a little dusting here. Alright, there it is. It's as clean as I need it to be. I play these things daily, so it's not going to last anyway. So I don't think there's any reason for me to spend an exorbitant amount of time making it all purty. Although I do like to get the crap off of it, so. Alright, next phase is stringing this baby up. Figuring out what we need to do to drop the tuning. I'm going to grab a tuner. I'm going to grab what I need for stringing it. I'll be right back. Like I said, we're restringing this with Ernie Ball not even slinky strings. The gauge is 12 to 56. I bought these strings 10 to 15 years ago. I don't even remember exactly when I would have bought them, but I bought them to play detuned stuff in a metal band that I was playing in back then. The band was called Plow. A lot of fun. Did a few local gigs. Never really got too serious with it. But as you know, I was raising a family, and while you're raising a family, you don't have a lot of time for a lot of things, and that was one of the things that I had to let go. So I took a hiatus. It's been about 10 years since I've played much at all. I started playing about 4 months ago again, so I'm just getting back into it. I did have another YouTube channel. That YouTube channel is about aquarium fish. That is called Big Fly Aquaria. You can check that out sometime if you would like. String winder. This string winder is probably older than a lot of you. I bought this thing back in late 80s. So it's been around the block a few times, just like me. So another thing that's interesting with the way this nut is cut, it appears, it's a Yamaha nut. It's adjustable, but what's cool is the slots were cut wide enough to accommodate these strings. So I'm not getting a lot of additional string height at the nut from the strings not getting down all the way into the nut. So that's a good thing. That's one thing that I was worried about, and I'm glad to see that that's not going to be a problem. I always snip these off right up close to the peg because I hate stabbing myself when I grab the headstock to just a tuning peg. So I think to save you guys a lot of boredom, I'm just going to string this thing up, and then I'll come back up when we retune it and get it ready for the drop tuning. How's that sound? Peace, I'll be back. We got the guitar strung up, strings are clipped. I am going to put these string clamps back on the nut. Trying to figure out which one goes to which. Big nasty grooved one goes on the bass side, always. I don't know if you guys can see that or if it matters if you do. I'm sure most of you have done this plenty of times yourself. There's the next one. I'll just put these on finger tight for now. Of course, I think I'm going to call these Monday maintenance. It's when I'm going to be maintaining my guitars and drums and bass guitars and whatever other instruments I have laying around that I might do that too. But I am doing this on Sunday, so Sunday afternoon, folks, prost, have a beer, enjoy. One thing that I've learned over the years to always do when you're restringing a guitar is, if you want to maintain happiness in your life, as soon as you're done removing the old strings and installing the new ones and clipping all those ends off for a Floyd Rose system, make sure you account for all of the ball ends, and make sure you dispose all the old rusty strings in the garbage, because nothing will ruin your day like your wife or girlfriend or whatever you're doing stepping on a rusty string or getting a ball end stuck in their toe. So, oh, one other thing that I forgot to do here. I got to readjust the saddle tuning machines here. Just like to get them roughly centered in their travel. Well, I've found as you lose tension, you pretty much always end up tightening them as the strings stretch out as you're breaking them in. We have an A. I think I'm going to try doing this at C. I'm going to try a C tuning and see how that works out. Let's see what happens. This is telling me I should go D sharp on this one. Just tuning this up real quickly. Tune this up quickly to see where the bridge ends up. If you can see this, maybe you can see this with upper camera. I need the plate of this bridge to be level with the face of the guitar, so you need to equalize the tension. So I know this is pretty boring watching me do this, so I might cut this out of the video completely. Yep, I'm going to have to add some tension to the bridge springs in the back of the guitar here. I'm going to try and do this relatively evenly. Kind of eyeballing it. I'm not really counting turns, I'm just kind of eyeballing the distance that this plate is from the body cavity. See how close I can get. It's just a game of going back and forth, getting it tuned up. I think I'm still going to have to add tension. To those springs in the back. Get that bridge sitting level where I need it. But we will see. I think I'll tune this up, get the bridge close, and we'll come back and visit. We'll talk some more. Alright, we're back. I did cheat a little bit, and I cheated a lot. It took me about 30 minutes to get the bridge set up to work with this set of strings at tuning. It is tuned to C. I haven't plugged it in yet. It should be in tune. We'll see. I'm going to plug in my little Fender. What is this? A GT40? A Fender Mustang GT40. Don't know what the volume's set at here. Let's check this out. Let's find something ugly to play through here. So yeah, I picked up this GT40. I paid like $250 for it, brand new. What a versatile little practice amp. I do have a patch for playing metal that I'm trying to find here, so just bear with me. We'll play some metal tuned to C on the 1993 to 95 Yamaha RGX 821D. Well, where is it? We got to be coming up on it now. All right. So this is a patch that I made up. I hope that's not too loud. It is definitely beefy. Not bad, yeah. Yamaha RGX 821D, scallop fretboard on the 24th, 23rd, 22nd, 21st, and 20th fret. 5 of them. Yeah, it's a beautiful guitar. Probably looked a lot better when it was new, but hey, I love used stuff. Something with a little bit of a story behind it. Getting back into it, stick around. I'm trying to do a video every week. It's probably going to be a lot of Maintenance Monday stuff because I'm just getting back into the playing. I need a lot of maintenance on myself and my instrument, so stick around, check it out. Big Fly Music. We'll see you around. Have a good week, you guys. Peace.